Howdy folks, hope you're doing well and staying safe. We're talking about the real submarine, HMS Seal, Tier 10, new British submarine. I'm pretty sure that Shep and Pangustar are going to love this thing. It's actually not a bad submarine. It's pretty good, I like it. I've had fun with it. And like I said, she was a real boat. She was in World War II and unfortunately had to be abandoned and surrender off the coast of Denmark, I believe it was, in May of 1940. Yeah, and she ended up being destroyed in the Admiral Hitler bombing raid late in the war because she got laid up beside her. Anyway, she was a real boat. She was good. Had a very short career, though, if I'm being honest. I'm not the tactic, you're dead. I saw that coming a while back at that point. So she's got great standing torpedoes. The ping's pretty fast. She's got, in my opinion, great battery life, especially if you're going to be at periscope depth. You still get to maintain a lot of speed, as opposed to going down to 30 meters and 60 meters, and she becomes typical British submarine and just literally stops functioning, in my opinion. She's just too slow. That's my opinion. Oh, I found that about. This is funny. We're not going to see it. But anyway, let's get into it. So let's look at the armament layout. She's got 19 mil, 25 on the side, which is kind of interesting. 19 mil, but she's still paper mache. Survivability, 20,000 change. Not bad, not good. Artillery, she's got a 102 millimeter gun. It's got a 5-second reload time, 6-kilometer range, and it's not bad. I can penetrate 36 millimeter. I use that against submarines and ships all the time. Sonar, 9 seconds, 35 for the first ping. The second ping, you get 75 seconds on it, which is really good. That's excellent. And then 13 kilometers for, obviously, the torpedoes. Torpedoes are all homing based. They've got 6 of them at the bow. They've got 6 reloaders. They do reload with 63 seconds, almost 64 seconds, but you get it down there. 13-kilometer range. They do hit hard at 14,000, and they're bloody fast at 90 knots, but they're seen at 1.9 kilometers. But the speed is unreal. Dive capacity is over 5.5 minutes. It's great. Recharge is dead slow at 0.4. Now, on the surface, 28.4 knots, and of course, great rudder shift. 16 underwater and 3.4 meters per second for diving, and diving plane shift is 9.1 seconds. Concealment is excellent, 6.1. Firing main gun and smoke, 2 kilometers, and of course, you're firing or seeing sought by air is 2.2. Equipment, you guys know I always take main armament modification. I did do the upgrade here, the reserve battery unit, because I want the extra 20%, because I do actually push my batteries to the limit. Submarine surveillance, an extra 20% reduction in getting that. That's actually excellent to do that for the submarine. I do the submarine steering gears because you want to be able to move her. And I did take the torpedo tube modification 3 and, of course, torpedo tube modification 2. I want the extra damage and I want to get my reload time down because it was pretty bad. Your whole main thing is shooting torpedoes. There's the flags. Damage control is excellent. Only 48 seconds it comes back up. Hydrophone, I'm using this quite a bit nowadays in subs to see what's around me. Submarine surveillance, I've now got this as a 60-second consumable, and it's 6 kilometers, which is not as good as the German ones, of course, but it's still great, and I do like using this when I can see the submarine. And, of course, reserve battery lasts for 36 seconds, so it gives me almost 6 minutes of battery time underwater, which allows me to get on the flanks and get around. Like I said, there's the shells we already talked about, and, of course, the homing torpedoes we already talked about. They do a good bit of damage, and they're not bad. They're bloody fast, though, as several ships have found out. Exterior, it's the same thing. I mean, the Wargaming Art Department does a fantastic job. I take Cunningham for this. I do take Enhanced Sonar because I want to get that down as quick as possible. I do take Liquidator because, 30% chance of flooding, which is always good to have. I have found that Priority Target works for me. I want to know how many people are targeting me. I do take Last Stand because you're going to get shot up and damaged. Preventive Maintenance, you take that, minus 30%. I do take some Consumable Specialist because I want my consumables to come back up 15% quicker. I always take Watchful on submarines as much as possible. Improved battery efficiency plus 25% because it's 0.4 per 1 minute. And of course, I take Adrenaline Rush. That actually does really help the battery charge quicker. So, what's good, what's not? This is a great example. If you look at the mini-map, the Golden Lou, not paying attention. Well, I come around the corner here and I just put my nose right at him. I'm doing that right now. And now I'm going to put all these torpedoes in them, and I'm going to clear them because I already know he just cleared it. And I'm going to kill him. It's a good standoff boat. You're going to find most of the game, unless you have to worry about aircraft carriers, you're going to be on the surface most of the game. I would do that, or just at periscope depth and whatnot, and that type of notion. Don't be so much set on having to actually just dive under and go down. Just like the Thrasher at Tier 10, I can go behind the enemy lines and spot. I had games like that where I did that, and the example of Shimakaze, he's my next one I'm going to go after. I don't carry smoke up. Now I can ping it for free. Right? That's what I do. It's a good standoff boat in the first half of the game. Flanks are what you want to do. You don't want to up the side. There goes the Golden Lou. And, what else? I mean, that's how I play submarines. Basically on the flanks, on the side, kind of standoffish. I do a lot of spotting now in the games and whatnot. And that's what I like doing. And, of course, with the actual being able to click the... I'm going to hate ping this guy. I'm not firing torpedoes yet, but he's upset. Anyway, this was a really good game. But I just got to say, overall, that's how I play submarines. I stand off, and then when the game is in the second half of the game, I go after ships and target the lone ones that are there. And you can see right now we're boxing these guys in the top left-hand corner. But overall, yeah, I think it's worth it. I like this boat. It's fun. I've played a lot of games with it, some co-op and randoms and whatnot. But I like it, so I would actually recommend it. But hey, that's me. You guys let me know down below. I mean, I've just finished the Russian ones. I've done the Seal. I'm going to be doing the Key and the Z44 one will be coming out here shortly. But overall, I like it. As always, take care, stay safe. Wish you the best. Bye for now.